Claudia Jones arrived in Harlem from Trinidad in 1924 when she was 9 years old. Her family lived in an unheated apartment. Her mother died of tuberculosis brought on by working long hours in a garment factory. Jones herself caught tuberculosis in high school, leaving her with permanent lung damage. These early experiences shaped her political worldview. In 1936, during the trial of the Scottsboro Boys, a group of 9 black men falsely accused of essaying 2 white women on a train, she joined the Young Communist League. She saw the Communist Party USA as the only organization taking systemic racism and class exploitation seriously at the same time. She rose quickly, writing columns on civil rights and directing party youth initiatives. By the late 1940s, Jones noticed a growing gap in Marxist strategy. Most socialist thinkers focused strictly on the white male industrial worker. They treated race and gender as secondary issues to be resolved after the economic revolution. In her famous 1949 essay, An End to the Neglect of the Problems of the Negro Woman, Jones challenged this framework. She articulated the concept of triple oppression. She showed that black, working-class women experienced 3 distinct, interconnected layers of exploitation: race, class, and gender. Under American capitalism, black women were paid the lowest wages, performed the most precarious labor, and carried the heaviest burden of domestic survival. Because black women occupied the most exploited position in society, Jones argued that their liberation was necessary to dismantle capitalism entirely. Unifying the working class required confronting racism and chauvinism within the left itself. Her organizing made her a target during the Cold War. The FBI monitored her writing and speeches. In 1951, federal agents arrested her under the Smith Act, a law used to prosecute political activists for advocating government overthrow. During her trial, prosecutors cited her speeches advocating for peace and women's rights as evidence of political subversion. She served nearly a year at the Federal Reformatory for Women in West Virginia. The imprisonment severely damaged her heart. Because she wasn't a naturalized U.S. citizen, the federal government deported her in 1955. At the time, Trinidad was still a British colony, so Britain accepted her deportation. She landed in London and immediately continued political organizing among Caribbean immigrants. In 1958, she co-founded the West Indian Gazette. It was Britain's first major black newspaper, providing coverage of anti-colonial movements in Africa and systemic housing discrimination in London. That same year, white supremacist gangs launched violent attacks against Caribbean residents in Notting Hill. In response, Jones organized an indoor Caribbean carnival to build community solidarity. That event laid the groundwork for what became the Notting Hill Carnival. Claudia Jones died of heart failure on Christmas Day in 1964. She was 49 years old. She was buried in Highgate Cemetery in London, directly to the left of Karl Marx. Her gravestone marks her as a lifelong fighter for socialism and peace. Long before intersectionality entered mainstream political vocabulary, Jones built a practical framework showing that true working-class liberation can't exist without ending racial and gender oppression.